on the brink. Mexico on the brink. We're almost to day 0. What am I talking about? Mexico City's on the brink of a disaster after a devastating combination of extreme heat, drier weather than normal, and inadequate management. A depleting infrastructure has left the residents in Mexico City now conserving every drop, literally conserving every drop of water, trying to keep from running out. We're talking about a city of 22 million people. What? Are you serious? 22 million people. And the metropolitan area's primary water source has hit an all-time drastic, historic low, pushing the 22 million citizens of Mexico toward a disaster known as Day 0. And according to the Washington Post, the crisis could reach this tipping point by June 26th. What? Today's the 19th. You got 7 days worth of water left. The Cutzamala system supplies Mexico City with about 25% of its water, but it's operating now at only 27% capacity, according to the latest data from the Basin Agency for the Valley of Mexico. Declining precipitation, hotter than normal heat levels have contributed to the storage, as records from unbelievable European Union's climate change service shows that the Cutzamala Basin has had a decrease in rainfall by about a third. No, seriously, this is not fake news. This is coming right out of the Yucatan Times, who covers what's going on in Mexico. And I've talked about this before, that their water levels were dangerously low last year. But actually, to be honest with you, there's some hurricanes that came in and brought some rain. And plus, they're actually doing some conservative approach. But this is getting this now. We're really at the brink because of this heat wave that came. And we've been talking about Mike around the world with Planet X, Nibiru, Planet Number 9, the dwarf star, the binary system, Nemesis, whatever you want to call it. Wormwood is coming, but running out of water, folks. The fact that the infrastructures of major cities, and it's happening here in America as well. So if you go through a big drought, and they're fighting for water. And in Mexico, it's just a matter of there's just not enough water. Furthermore, last summer's El Nino brought hotter and drier conditions to a country that has already experienced a 2.9 degree Fahrenheit increase since the pre-industrial times. Almost 3 degrees more than normal. And we've been hanging there. The research program on climate change at the National Autonomous University of Mexico has also found that the urban heat island effect has caused some of the neighborhoods in Mexico City to be warmer by 5.4 degrees. Some of them as high as 7.2 degrees above normal because they're tall buildings. They're close on each other. They can't get wind. And the temperature rises. The cities are always hotter than the country. That's always the case. It's a complex ball of wax in predicting whether or not we're actually going to run out of water. Christina Boyles, the international studies professor at the Center for Research and Teachings in Economics in Mexico City, has been reporting. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not. So we don't know how much days we have left. But at this moment, without rain, we're out of water on June 26th. We'll hit day 0. The city's faulty water system and infrastructure has exacerbated these issues, and Mexico's federal direct water operator has estimated that around 40% of water leaks out of the pipes before reaching their final destination. What? 40% of the water that's flowing into Mexico City, because there's so many leaky pipes all throughout the city, that 40% of the water never gets to the person's faucets because it's leaking out because the infrastructure needs repaired. Oh, BP might have just brought the greatest news ever. There's a 24% chance, and that's not real high, but a 24% chance of rain tonight and tomorrow in Mexico City. Maybe. BP, thank you. And maybe the only thing that's bringing that to Mexico City is this tropical storm, Alberto, that's due to hit Mexico tomorrow. And maybe that blows in or sends some of the clouds with some rain over toward Mexico City, but not a very high percentage, 24%, as you guys know. And that's just a temporary. I mean, this is a serious thing. It's getting so hot. The sun is heating. We are tipping toward the equator, is tipping toward us, if you will, or the earth is tipping forward. BP showed us that last week. We showed you guys here on the report he did. Mike Around the World confirmed that even on Thursday night. Scientists are confirming it everywhere. It's getting serious.